Well, hello, welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and today I am working on the Crafty Cat 50-week challenge 2, whereby there is a opposite prompt each week to make 2 things. If you haven't seen it, I will link it. And today we are on week 31 and 32, and the prompt is odd and even. So I think Kat made pockets for hers. She did use an oval, which has sort of inspired me to get out my die cut, and I folded a piece of this A4 card in half, and I've double cut the oval. So I've got, because my oval cuts a frame as well as the actual pieces, so I've got smaller, as you can see, smaller ovals, because it also cuts the frame, but of course that gives me space to put a background in. So I've got some dictionary pages here, and I'm thinking that could go there, that could possibly go there, and that would give an interesting frame, wouldn't it? And here I've got a page from Tracy Fox's faux slide kit, and we could maybe put, I like the lady, so, or I've got this page as well. I've also got some embossed vellum sheet, so we could maybe use some of that. I'm not, you know, and I've got coffee dye, I don't know, let's have a look. But basically I've got an oval that I definitely want to use as some kind of photo frame into a tag, and I definitely want to put dictionary page in there. But I'm thinking, if I do it like that, yes, it'll be a double-sided tag, but it will be quite flimsy in the middle. I could put the coffee dyed paper in as well, which make it double layered, and you could write on the back. But I'm also thinking it might be better just to separate them. So I think I'm going to get my ruler and scalpel out, and I'm going to separate these up. Whoops. See, Jenga. Always a Jenga issue, isn't there? I should not balance things. Sorry about that. Made you jump. At least it was low level and not from the top. Those of you that have been here a while will remember the time that the whole camera, well, actually my phone, flew out of the stand and smashed on the table. That was true Jenga. Right, now I really need a see-through ruler, but of course the see-through ruler is plastic, which makes my cutting issue. But I do think, actually, conveniently, that on that inch line, that is the same space, give or take. So we're going to go for that, and we're going to cut these two on the left hand side up. Oh, don't do that, Claire, hold it still. I'll cut these two on the left hand side off. See, now that's moved, hasn't it? Oh, for goodness sake, Claire. See, I can't even do a straight line with a ruler and a knife. But I feel like that's fairly even. It is very floppy, but it's nice and even on the sides there. I can't adjust the top because obviously that's the fold line. And actually it feels fairly even on the top and bottom as well. I think somehow I miraculously did a, you know, a pretty even job there. I think what I'm going to do because I'm worried about it being flimsy, is I'm actually going to cut it across the fold line like so. And use them separately. So I can now put this on my paper, can choose how far across I want to go. I've got to be honest and say I'm not happy really with the words that are on that one. Let's have a look. I mean, they're not bad words, but it just doesn't feel right. So I'm going to have a little rummage and I'm going to get 2 more pages. So let's go in here. Disorderly, that's appropriate, isn't it? So we'll have that one. And then maybe, oh, height and hibernate. There you go. Let's go with that one because obviously we're going to do 2. Right. Okay. So this is going to go on there. I'm going to line it up to the bottom just because it gives me a nice straight line, she says, like that. Okay, now oh, and then it's moved. Anyway, we're going to line that up there like that. I think we are going to put a piece of this in. So we're going to glue that to that to that. Now you probably can't see it at a distance, but up close, you know, it's got a nice texture and it just fades out those words a little bit. And then I think I want this lady here. So I'm going to fussy cut her. Now the idea is that obviously because it's a slide, you're going to fold it down there and she'll be, you know, the same on both sides. But if you use them the way I am, it does give you twice as many. And I do have one of those slide cutting dies, so I could cut any paper slide that I wanted to. If I'm 100% honest, I bought the kit mainly for the way Tracy had adapted the characters, and that's something to consider, you know, when you're looking at a kit. I mean, I don't buy pink kits, I'm not really a pinky person, but sometimes there's something in that kit that I've been wanting to get my hands on, like one of those photo circles with the photos around the edge where it spins round, or something similar, and I'll buy it because I want that. Right, she can sit there. Now of course she suddenly looks completely lost in that because that oval is way too small. So this is where we say, do we put this in the middle and do we put her on there, because now she looks much more the correct size. Yeah, so it may be that we use another layer for the single and we don't use the layer for the multiple, because obviously odd and even I can use multiple to give me odd, you know. you've got one here, I could use, say, 3 to make, not 3 because that's odd, I could use 4 for even. Oh my goodness. So now I've got to decide whether I want this to be on there and then that to be on there with her on top like this, or whether in fact I want her underneath. No, we can't see enough of her, it's too detailed. I'm going to do her on top and then we'll put something on there. So let's stop faffing around and let's get this started. So if I put glue all the way around here, whoops, maybe not quite like that, Claire. It's one of the things I found is a bit of an issue with these glue sticks. If you're not careful, the card or paper that you're using can act like a knife and slice into it, and then you get glue where you don't want it. Right, there we go. So that is stuck on there very nicely. We can get rid of this. The other question, of course, now is, do I actually want to get the big shot back up, and do I want this to be on the grey? I think I do. Sorry to be a pain. Backing around, aren't I? Oh, it's not big enough now because I've cut it. It's now not big enough, so that's not going to happen. Okay, we won't worry with that. So we've got that like that. We're now going to glue that piece and get that piece on centrally in our hole, like so. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to cut this oval in this embossed vellum. So how are you all? You had a great weekend? We had a very nice lazy weekend. So if we put that on there like that, okay, and then we put her on there in the centre like that, and then I want to find a bit of lace. So don't like that lace on her. Oh, I know what lace. This lace. Yeah. So I'll get a piece of this cut, like so. Give it a good stretch out so it looks nice and tatty, as is my will. And then I'm going to go straight down the middle so that it's only half as thick, and pull out a couple of strands. That's lovely now, isn't it? Look at that. Right, so get some glue on this oval. I probably should have done this before I stuck it down, shouldn't I? But you know me, I do like to do things the hard way. And we're going to put this on there. Like that. We're going to put her on top, towards the top. So she's going to go central towards the top on an angle, like that. And then this one, I'm going to put across there, like that. So we need a bit of glue along there, and we need to put that across there, like that. And you see we've got this little ruck here. Just press that down and out, like that. Pull that one, because that's poking up a bit, isn't it? You know, tickling her nose. There we go. That's that one. Now obviously this is a bit wayward, and that's why I've got the other sheet of A4, because we'll glue this and stick it down, and then we can cut round and do a punch hole and a string and like that, because it is a tag. And we're just going to put this on that corner like so. Okay, and when we've done the other one, we'll trim her up. Might even put a little bow or something there. Have I got a little bow? I'll have to have a look, see what I can find. Okay, but then for our other one, again, I want to do the same thing. That's the basic there. But we're going to not put the central one on this one, because this is multi. Now, the only problem I've got is that on traces, I've only got 2 multis, and they are still, again, quite small. So I think I have to go to Mr. Holt's, as we've got, you know, these picture frames and people. Now, it's got to be even, not odd. So 1 is no good, 3 is no good. We could have the 2 brides. Not brides, bridesmaids. Or is that Holy Communion or something? Although they're a bit weird with that. So we've got 2 here. Funny how the 2s are girls. not sure. Definitely not using that. I was saving that on something special. That is my absolute favourite. Oh, now these might work. Sorry, I'm flicking through. I know I'm a nuisance. What about this one? But it's got to be right, hasn't it? Oh no, I like that one. I'm lining it up with a line there, as you can see. We can put a rub on the outside. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. I'm going to go with that one. I'm not even going to bother looking any further, she says. No, I like that one. I'm going to use that one. Right. So, the first thing we are going to do is we're going to stick a bit of glue. So, we'll stick some glue there, like that. We'll hook the two elbows like that. So we've got one there and one there. Take our scissors and trim off the extra bits of skirt, because we don't really want them sticking out. Like so. And then we'll line it up to that line and stick that down. So we'll glue our paper and then we'll glue our people like that. We'll line that up with that, let it fall down. So trim these off. And obviously, I mean, I'm using the Tim Holtz paper dolls here from the Groups collection, but I've told you many times there's no need to do that. You can cut people out of book pages very easily, and I often and usually do. I don't buy these things all the time. Just every now and again I go, I'm going to treat myself. And I do it, and that's that. Right, so now this one obviously needs to go on here. So let's glue this one up. For a minute there I thought I was gluing the wrong bit. That's why I stopped. I thought, oh my goodness, I'm gluing the wrong side. But of course I'm not, am I? So let's get rid of these. We don't want these bits. We're going to put that on the side there and press that. Oh, really simple tag making, really, just with a bit of a twist. Okay, if I leave them to set up for a little minute before I start cutting them out again, I'm going to have a little look and see if we got something to go maybe on the bottom here and something to go on her bow, because I'd like them to be slightly different but the same. Oh, I've got a nice brad, but of course that means punching through, which I don't now want to do, so I didn't think that through very cleverly, did I? I've got these bows, but they're gold. We don't want a gold bow, do we? I did have some in white. Have I still got some white ones floating around on my desk? Oh, I've got cheesecloth there. You can hear me because I can't really move this box. There's another yellow flower. Look, and a grey one. But that grey one's a bit... These are a bit bulky. They're going to add a bit too much bulk to a tag, I think. Look. So we don't really want that one. We want that thinner little daisy one in white. Well, of course I can't find a white one, can I? Oh, how frustrating. I've got white one there, but they're miles too big. Aha! Aha! I found the white ones. Yay! So there you go. Is that now going to be too white because this is all cream, isn't it? Do you know what? I've done all that and I don't like it. Right, okay, so we're not going to use the flower. I'm going to have to think of something else. And I can't think of anything right now. And I don't obviously want to sew a button or whatever. And I bet you're all shouting at the screen about what I should be adding. And I just don't know. I just don't know. So, we'll cut these out. As they are for the time being. I can always add something there before it goes into the journal or whatever. So I just need to decide whether I want to leave it as a rectangle or whether I want to cut the corners off. And I'm thinking I want to leave it as a rectangle. So there's a wasp in here now, can you hear that? The minute the weather gets nice, you open up the windows, in come the wildlife to say hello. I don't know about you, but I can't stand to have flying things in the house. Really, really does me in. Right, I can see a little bit of dictionary page there and a little tiny bit there. Okay, that's them. So now we need a punch. Centre punch. Like that. And one like that. We'll open up our tin and find some, because these are sort of grey, we'll find some silver. Oh, I always forget I've got this. Would we rather put, no, I've punched holes now, haven't I? Although actually, you know what? You know what, don't you? We could definitely put one there to come off the side, couldn't we? So if I very quickly run this through the Big Shot. There we go. Big Shot. And what do I want to do it on? Oh, this is nice. Nice bit of card here. Oh, where's it gone? Where did I put it? Oh no, there it is. Oh dear. So, I put this on here, like so. And run that through there. It's not big enough for another one, but what else have I got here? Oh look, I've got tickets. That's annoying, isn't it? Come on Claire, think. What have you got on your desk here? Aha. That's too thick. And there's a piece of grey that's also too thick. Oh, for goodness sake. For goodness sake. Oh, I don't know, it's got seashells on it. You wouldn't think it was so hard to find a bit of card, would you? There we go. Ta-da! So we just get rid of that, because obviously we are finished with that now. Times like this, I wonder if I really need one of those little sidekick ones for your desk. That's so heavy to keep picking up and putting down. And do you know what? I'm not going to cut the corners off, but I might round them. So, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's see what happens. Can I get this through here and round? No, can't get it, it's too thick. Okay, so this goes in here. That goes on there. That's that one. Done. Put this one on here and round that way, and close that off. That's that done. And then we need to fold these in half, like so. That's the other way, goes that way, Claire. Like so. Here's our book. So, we glue that. I'm going to put this one there, like that. Okay. And it's a different colour because it's, I don't know, part of a catalogue or something maybe. Could have done it in the same colour. I just thought it would be a bit sort of lost. And then this one, I think there. Like that. We could easily stamp on a number or something, couldn't we? on there. I just want to get a little bit of ink because I just feel like that needs a little bit of aging. I'm just going to literally run all the way around the edge of all of it, trying not to get on the actual insert. And just across the edges, because you can obviously see the white paper in the middle. Oh, and I feel like that, look, needs a little trim down there, doesn't it? Just a little bit down there. There you go. So that is number 32. I remember this because I remember the way it was written was odd, because the odd was even and the even was odd, if that makes sense. So that's number 32, odd, and here is number 31, even. Just suddenly thought, was there 5 girls in that photo? But of course there's 4. So there we go. I hope you found some joy and inspiration in that. Had a bit of fun watching me create these. Stay safe and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye for now.